Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing LLLLLLL. Quite a lot of L's in the particular title here. Um, I think when you see the grid, you'll absolutely understand why. But just if you take a look at kind of the thumbnail a little bit, you've got since we've just played an arcade game, I just carried on with the same theme here, and although it's not obvious, it's slightly off screen deliberately. Nintendo are famously litigious. You've got Sleuth there playing on his Game Boy a game of Tetris, where obviously these 4-cell shapes very famously has a bunch of L's in them. And you've got an L in a neon sign as well in the background. So clearly Sleuth here in this particular dimension, universe, in this multiverse that he seems to be traveling across, is a big fan of Tetris, so much so that he's got decoration of it right behind him in his living room. Anyhow, let's take a look at this puzzle and take a look at the rule sets. So, LLLLL by psninn, and I don't think I really need to explain why it's called that. Every single killer cage that we have in today's puzzle is a 4-cell L. No exceptions. And I guess that makes sense. There's 81 cells. One cell is not part of any cage. And therefore, we've got 20 L cages. Fantastic. So, rules-wise, we've got normal Sudoku rules apply. That means place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. We're familiar with that one. And then clearly, today is all about the killer cages. So digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner and cannot repeat. I don't know how to do this without starting to solve, but am I going to try this? Go on, I will. So these 4 cells have to add up to 16. So as long as you come up with any 4 digits that add up to 16, you'll be absolutely fine. So one example I can think of, for example, would be 1, 2, 3, and that was an awful example. 1, 2, 6, and 7, let's say. So you add them all up, 1 plus 2 plus 6, that's 9, plus the 7, that is indeed 16. And then you have to sort of solve every cage exactly the same way. Hopefully with a bit more logic than what I've just demonstrated there. Anyhow, that's literally all the rules we have for today. So if you want to join Sleuth in trying to solve this puzzle and I guess use these L shapes in his Tetris game, link will be in the description down below as usual for you to do so. And with that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. Now, the place I'm going to start is the only cell that is not in any cage. And I know that this is a 2. So I very deliberately put a 2 inside this cage when I was trying to show an example because I knew that the 2 couldn't be inside it. Now, how do I know it's a 2? 16 plus 27, that's 36, plus 7, that is 43. Now, I need to make this box 45. So if you add up all of the digits in this box, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is what is required to complete the normal Sudoku rules, you will get to 45. This is 43, whereas the remaining 2 can only be in this cell. Now, we also have a bunch of, I think they're the only ones, a bunch of fixed cages. So these cages in 4 cells to get to 10, this is absolutely forced. You can only use 1, 2, 3, 4. Same for this 10 cage, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. For the 11 cage, it's also forced, it's 1, 2, 3, 5. You try any other combination of digits, you will not get to 10, you will not get to 11. These cells are clearly not 2. In fact, I can do a bit better. You can see you've got a quintuple here of 4s and 5s, and obviously 1, 2, 3. So where can the 4 be in this particular setup? Well, it can only be in here, and therefore that's not a 4. And the 5 can only be in there, and therefore these are not 5s. I mean, I can shortcut this a little bit. So we've got the same challenge in here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is 4 in this quintuple? Well, that's 4. These are not 4s. I'm going to guess, yep, these can only have a 5 in the corner. That's not a 5. And yes, I need a 4 between these 4 in this cage, and I need a 4 in this column between this, and it has to be in this cage. So that's the only 4. These are not 4s, and I'm guessing this is the only place for a 5. Yes, because it has to be in this cage for this column, it has to be in this cage for this row. That's the only common cell that would allow it to work for all of them. Excellent. We've got digits, we've got pencil marks. It's good to have a nice break-in. Here is something interesting. Yeah, this is getting interesting. Right. I need 1 and 3 somewhere in box 5. Now, if I put a 1 inside the 27 cage, I will immediately break this puzzle, because that means in 3 cells, 3 unique digits have to add up to 26, and the maximum I can make this is 7, 8, 9, which is only 24. So the 1 has to be inside the 16 cage. And it's actually, because of this 1, 3 and this 1, 3, it's one of these 2 cells, and these are not 1s. This is a 2, 3 pair. Now, if that's a 1, I have 15 remaining. Can I put a 3 in here? So 1 and 3 would get me to 4. Then I would have 2 cells that add up to 12. No, I can't. For nothing to do with sums. So I have 2, 3 in here, meaning there are no 3s in these cells. I have 1, 3 in here. There is no 3 in this cell. And in fact, there's no 3 in this cell either. And another 1, 3, there's no 3 in this cell. So the only place for a 3 is in here. And now these are not 3s. So the 3, however, inside a 27 cage forces the rest of it. Because 3 take away the 27, that's 24. So the rest of it is 7, 8, 9 with a 3, as we discussed earlier. This is the 1. And then the rest of it is the remaining digits 4, 5, 6. They add up to 15 plus the 1, that is 16. Lovely. I think many of you are familiar with the psninn ring. You don't really need it, by the way. You can just take a look at the fact that you've got this quintuple in the rows, in the columns, and ask the question, well, what are these digits in all of the corner boxes? And the short answer is they are not from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can only be from 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you end up with the other conclusion, which is that essentially this psninn ring that we have here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has to essentially be in these corner boxes. Now the question is, can I use this to my advantage at all? So let's start here, for example. Should I start here or should I start there? Maybe no, I think I'm going to start here because I've got 2 cells inside. Yeah, this is a much better spot. Same here. So I'm looking for, let me explain that for a second. I'm looking for a cage where I have 2 cells to pick from. And obviously this 24 cage is not brilliant because I've got 4 cells, sorry, only 1. Same here. So the 22 is interesting, the 28 is interesting, the 24 is interesting, and the 25. And I think I'm right to look at the 20 because that's the smallest of the 4. So let me try and show kind of why that may be interesting. Let me think about this for a second. So if I go with the minimum, 6, 7, that's 13. Then I would need 7 in here. And remember, the remaining digits are 1, 2, 3, and 5. To get to 7, this would have to be 2, 5. This would have to be 1, 3. Which breaks the 24 cage, because these 2 cells add up to 4. That means these 2 cells have to add up to 20. So that's not going to work. Right, so if I maximize this, 9 and 8, that's 17. These 2 cells have to get to 7 or 8, because that's the maximum. It's either 2, 5 or 3, 5. So this is 2, 3, 5, no 1s in here, definite 5. And this is 1, 2, 3 with a definite 1. Now, 1, even if I maximize this, 1 and 3 is 4. I need at least 16 in here. So this can't include a 6, because to get 16, I need 7 and 9. And if this is 1, 2, I would need 8 and 9. So no 6, but a definite 9. Therefore, a definite 6 and no 9 in here. Then we can sort of flow all the way round. And kind of just remove digits, apply digits, etc., etc. Lovely. Can I do better? Let's think about this. So the maximum I can make this is 8, as in 3, 5. Another 8 would be 16, and then that would require another 8, which is impossible in the same cage. Does it say anything? Yeah, digits cannot repeat inside the killer cage. So it doesn't matter, it would have been in the same column anyway if I needed to do that. So I can't actually use 3, 5, 8 and an 8 in here. So I think this has to be a 9. If I try any other digit, let's say a 7, 7 and 8 would be 15, and then I'd need a 9 between these two cells, which I can't get to. So that is 9. That's not 9. Right. And that can't be the 6, surely. Because if it's 9 and 6, we have the same problem. That would be 15, and then these two cells have to add up to 9, which, again, they can't be. The maximum is 8. So not a 6, that's a 6. Come on, surely we can do this. How can I determine what it is, 7, 8, or 9? Do I need to look at other cages? Probably. Because essentially I could do 3, 5 with a 7, or 2, 5 with an 8. So I'm going to need to look elsewhere. So that was the 20 cage. 28 cage, let's think about this for a second. And it has a 6 in it, which is helpful. So the remainder is 22, and that forces it. So 22 in 3 cells, there's only, because you have to have a 9. If you don't use a 9, 6, 7, 8 is the maximum. Forget the fact that I'm duplicating the 6 for a second, and that only gets you to 21. So I have to have a 9 in here. That's not a 9. That's the 9. I'll figure out the implications of that. No, it doesn't actually give me anything. Right. Now, because this is a 6, so, sorry, let me finish that thought. I said 22 can be done in one of 2 ways. I think I said that. Either 5, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 9. Essentially, the 9 gets you kind of half, a third of the way there. Then you need 13, and it's either 5, 8, or 6, 7 in 2 cells. And obviously, you can't do 4, 9 again. Now, because I've already used the 6, this can't be another 6, 7, 9. It would have to be 5, 8, 9. And this 5 tells me this would be 5, 9. And therefore, this would be 6, 8. Right, this would allow me to clean up quite a bit now. So no 6s, no 8s, no 7, 9s. That's an 8. Therefore, this is 2, 5. So that's 7, 8. That's 15 plus 9. That's 24. Yep, that's correct. That's 1, 3. That is a 7. Keep going round. That's a 6, 8, which makes this another 7, which makes this another 7, 8 pair. And no 8s in here. That's all looking lovely with a 7, 9 pair. 16, I need 2 cells that add up to 8, wasn't it? And the remaining options that I have are 1, 2, 3, 5. This has to be 3, 5. This is now 1, 2. So that's 3, meaning that these 2 cells have to add up to 11. And my options would be 3 and 5, and it can't be a 3. That's a 5, that's a 6, because we've got a 1, 2, 3 triplet in here. And therefore, that's an 8. Can we keep this going? I'm sure we can. 22 cage, 25 cage. I mean, it's just the rest of this box, not that interesting. 22 minus the 6, what is that? 16 in 3 cells. I have a ton of options available. No, I don't. Because 1, 2, 3 are not available. So I think this is forced to be 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7 gets me to 16, and anything else, I think, because 1, 2, 3 is not available, will be too big. Which makes this a 6, which makes this an 8. Yeah. And these now are 21. This has to be a 4 to get to 25. These are now 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's 6 and 9 to get to 15. That 3 tells me these are not 3s. That's the 3 and a 1, 2, which would have also helped. This 4 is not here. Did I remove the right one? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 gave me the 5. I just paid attention. Oh, hang on. I didn't mean that. 5 keeps going. That's 2. That's 5. That's 1. That's 3. That's 1. That's 2. Fantastic. Come on. Where do we go from here? Can I resolve these 4 7s? No. 6 8s? No. 1 2s? No. So I need to do more maths over here. And let's think about this. It'd be lovely if I can solve some of these so I can actually think about what's in there. Or maybe let's try the 25 cage for a second. Yeah, let's do that. It's not very helpful. So I know that the remaining digits are 4, 6, 7, and 8. And basically, Sudoku is giving me 7 in here, which does nothing because I know this is 7, 9. I know that this is a 7. This is not great. Right, surely the 18 then. So what I have in here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's think about that for a second. Now, the absolute maximum I can make this is 9 with 2, 3, 4. And to get to 18, I have to absolutely maximize everything. So that is 2, 3, 4. That's a 9. That's a 7. That's a 1. That gives me 2. That gives me 1. That is not a 2 anymore. The 2 is in here. Do I get anything else? Yes, I get the 3. Did I get the 3 like a while ago and I just didn't pay attention? I don't know. 4, not 4s, 2, 3. 22 cage now. We've got 1 and 7. That's 8. Which makes this 14 in 2 cells, which is either 6, 8, or 5, 9. 5 in the box tells me it is 6, 8. That's 6, that's 8. Then the remaining digits, which includes a 9, which can only be in here, and these 2 cells, which are 4 and 7. So that's 11 plus 9, that's 20, plus 8, that is 28. Fantastic. 4, 7 are not resolved. The 1, 2, 3s are not resolved. The 4, 7s in here are not resolved. Huh. I've got 14 in here, which means I need an 11 in here. It's not 2, 9, it's not 3, 8, and it's not 5, 6. I'm pretty sure this has to be 4, 7. Sorry, I'm just double checking my maths. I didn't miss anything else. 2, 9, 3, 8, 4, 7, 5, 6. Yeah. So that is forced. And then the rest of this is 9, 8, 5, 6, 11, 20, 28. Yep, that's good. So 4, 7 gives me 9, gives me 7. This is another 6, 8. I don't know how to resolve that. And then here, got another 6, 8, a 9, and a 5. What did I say I need in here again in this 25 cage? Looks like you kind of have to use all of it to benefit from this. Sorry, pardon me. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right, sorry about that. Where was I? 2, come on, Sleuth. 3, 2, that's another 6, 8. 2, 3, is that doing anything for me? 4, 5, 6, 4, 6, 8. I mean, I know that these can't be. I haven't got 8 or 9. No, I haven't got 9. This is not the 9, that's the 9. And then 6, 8, and 5. 7, 8, 9. I'm not doing this the easy way, am I? Let's just finish this. We've got stuck actually. Right, let me just clear the table a little bit. That's not 4, that's not 7. That's a 9, which, yeah. Back to my nemesis. 5, 6 over pencil marking. 1, 4, 5 in here. 4, 7 pair, 1, 3 pair. 2, 3 pair. 1, 4, 5. Okay. 6, which gave me an 8. Which gives me a 6, which gives me an 8. So I did this in here. I can't seem to do the same kind of in the columns. Probably because I haven't pencil marked these and I should just do it. Bite the bullet. Sleuth. Neither of these are 8, that's why. 6, 5, 8. Right, that's better. 8 and 6. And I imagine that's helpful. Yep, that's 9, that's 5, that's 4. These are not 4s. In fact, that's better. That's 7, that's 4, that's 7, that's 4. Right, we're definitely going to be able to solve this. I say famous last words, but fairly sure I can. Not 7, oh, not 9 either. That's just 3, which I think will make this the 1. See, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 5, not 3s. Got essentially the same shape now all around. What are these now? They're known cells. In fact, that 4 gave me a 7, gave me another 4. That 7 gives me 9, gives me 7. The 7 is in here. The 9 is in there. No, I don't want a 9. What do I need? 8, 7, 4, 6, 4, 6. Right, how am I not 1, 2 pair in the same cage? That's got to be the 3, the 2, the 1, the 3, the 2, the 3, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 1. And if I've not made any mistakes, the 2 for the... I have made a mistake. I have made a mistake. Oh, and a 1. Excuse me. Lovely puzzle. Psninn. I'll try this again. Ninn. Lovely puzzle. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video and the puzzle. I think that was an extraordinary setting. Very well deserving of the 95% rating. And hope you enjoyed the puzzle, the video, and see you back for the next one. Bye-bye for now.